The average household costs 4 to 5 times the annual salary now compared to just 2 times the annual salary that boomers paid in the 80s. Most of millennials are still struggling to pay off their student loans, so home ownership feels completely out of reach. And those of us with kids know exactly how expensive life can be. But what can we as millennials do about our situation? Most of us don't want to become millionaires. We just want to live life without having to stress about our finances. Now, if you've ever searched online on ways to make more money, whether it's full time or part time, then you'll know that there are so many online businesses and videos on how to make money online. However, how do you know which to trust and which of the online businesses are best for you? When most of these videos just look like guys and gurus trying to sell you a course. After owning my own business online for 12 years, I managed to provide a full time income for my family of five. And I'm not claiming to be a millionaire, I'm far from it. But what I can tell you and share with you today is to give you a realistic expectation on what is required for you to make money online. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything, but I must warn you, realistically, to make money online, it requires a lot of effort and time. So if you're not willing to put in the effort or time, then please be free to change the video right now. However, if you're willing to put in the time and effort to change your life financially and to see what is required realistically to earn an online income, then let's get into this video. First, let's understand what an online business is. An online business is no different to offline businesses. The only difference between an online and offline business is that an online business operates entirely online. Here are some examples of online businesses: e-commerce, dropshipping, digital products, print on demand, freelancing, affiliate marketing, content creation, social media management services, digital marketing agencies, and media buying agencies. But which of these online businesses is best for you? Well, what if I told you that there's one skill that you need to master in order to be successful for any of these online businesses? Can you guess which one it is? Marketing. You need to be a good marketer. If you're a good marketer, you can make any of these businesses succeed, which is why I recommend starting a marketing company. Now, wait, before you skip off this video or feel that ads is not your thing and you hate ads and you just skip ads all the time, well, let me tell you and help change your perspective for a moment. You see, there are brands and businesses willing to pay advertisers to place their ads all over the internet. Now, this very platform you're watching this video on sells ads to advertisers. But it's not only YouTube. Meta, Instagram, TikTok, all major social media sites and other websites all offer advertising spaces to businesses to advertise their services and products. But there's one big problem. Most businesses don't know how to run their own ads. And that's where the opportunity comes in for you to open a marketing business where you sell marketing services to those businesses and advertise on their behalf. The advertising industry is $1 trillion industry and it's growing each year. But you might be thinking, what about dropshipping, Etsy, digital products? What about all those other online businesses that these other gurus are advertising? Surely they should also work, right? Well, yes, they will work. But like I mentioned earlier, you need to be strong in marketing. So why not offer marketing services and polish your own marketing skills so that later on, if you want to venture into any other online businesses, you're now a strong marketer and can market your own business. So let's get to understand how the online marketing business works. So what exactly is marketing and how can you make money? Simply put, marketing is connecting the correct product with the correct person at the correct time for the correct price. But as simple as that may sound, marketing goes a lot deeper. Marketing is the research, the planning, the creative strategy that goes all into campaigns every time a business needs to advertise their products or services. So, what's your job? How do you make money as an online marketer when selling marketing services to businesses? Well, your job as a marketer is simply to make the business more money than they are spending in advertising with you. If you're a marketer and you can show that the business is generating more sales because of your advertising efforts, then you will have a career for life. Remember all the platforms I mentioned earlier: Meta, Google, Instagram, Facebook. These are the types of platforms that you will use to advertise your clients' products and services. So, as a marketing agency, you can offer many marketing services, but that does not mean you should. In fact, I started off learning web design, then branding, then video creation, then media buying, then marketing research, marketing psychology, and so many skills that to me it would be a waste not selling those services to customers. However, that was all great until I realized that I'm not growing as a business owner. You should not try to sell everything to everyone. Focus on one marketing skill. Perfect that skill and offer that as a service. Imagine you were offering video design, marketing research, and website design. Yes, those are all things required for marketing. But if you were to offer everything, you'd either be bottlenecked by having to try to do everything yourself, or you'll need to quickly hire a team, which would increase your overheads. So I quickly learned that in my business, in order for me to succeed and scale, I need to scale down with the types of services that I'm offering. I need to focus on one clientele and offer one service. And that's how I would grow my business. So, what should you focus on? Marketing is vast. And I honestly think the best service to offer right now is called media buying. So, what is media buying? Media buying is placing ads on various platforms. Your job as the media buyer is to know which platform would be best to advertise your clients' products and services. The business model of a media buying company is really simple. A business needs more customers. You, as the media buyer, have the skill to get more customers to businesses. You then get the businesses more customers, and that's how you get paid. As a beginner media buyer, you can realistically charge anywhere from $1,000 per month for your marketing services. It's not uncommon for marketers to charge $3,000 to $5,000 per month and even more per client. You could realistically manage 7 to 10 clients before needing to hire more people for helping you running your operation. So that should give you a realistic expectation on the income you can earn. Now, you're not going to reach these figures from the get-go. It's going to require other skills as well, like how to run a business, how to do sales, how to get your first client. So let's talk about how to succeed in a media buying agency. So there's really only two parts to a media buying company. You need to be good at what you do, that is, getting people more customers by media buying services. And secondly, you need to be able to get clients into your business to sell their media buying services. If you can do those two things, you'll be successful in this business. You might think in the beginning, when starting a media buying company, how do you know which platforms to advertise your client's business on? You might think just advertise on all platforms. It covers all bases, right? Well, not entirely. You see, that would spread the client's budget too thin, and it would not really get you the return that you'd hope for. But before we choose the platform on which to advertise our client's business on, let's first understand how people buy on the internet. So there are two ways people buy on the internet. They are either searching for something online, like a Google search where they are looking for something, or they are browsing websites, they are browsing social media So that creates two opportunities for media buyers to be able to place adverts on. For example, if people are searching online via Google, then you can run Google ads. If somebody's searching for dentists near me or dentist in a certain city, then you as the media buyer can bid on those keywords. And whenever somebody searches for that, your client's business comes on top of the Google results. The second way is to run ads when people are simply browsing their social media. For example, Facebook or Instagram. If you've ever been scrolling and you've seen a sponsored post where you see the post and then you see the word sponsored above, that's an ad and an advertiser trying to target you for a specific product or service. I recommend by offering your services on social media sites first. And the social media you should focus on is Meta Ads, who owns both Facebook and Instagram. Sell marketing services to business owners where you place ads on Facebook and Instagram. Meta ads are also usually cheaper than Google ads. Yes, some people would say Google ads would convert better, but think about this. Google ads is reliant on search demand. If nobody's searching for a particular product or service, nobody will then buy the product or service your client is selling. So you're dependent on their search demand. However, on Meta ads, you can advertise to people with certain interests, whether they are looking for a product or service now or not. This makes Meta ads more scalable and in your control. By now, you already know the following. You'll be selling marketing services. Instead of offering all services in marketing, you are only offering the media buying service. The second thing we covered is that we established that there are many platforms to place ads on. I recommended you to only focus on Meta ads. The next thing I want to cover is how do you know which industry to sell your services to? Only sell one service to one type of client. And when I say one type of client, think of one industry where you're only selling and specializing in that industry. It can be overwhelming having to choose one. My recommendation is only focus on service-based businesses. And the type of service that you should focus on selling to is the services that are common. For example, your dentists, your chiropractors, your plumbers, your electricians. Those are common services people are already accustomed to. For example, if they have a problem with their plumbing, they know they need to contact a plumber. If they have a toothache, they know they need to go to the dentist. Easy to understand services that people are already used to. So that covers the business model overview. But there's still two important things we need to cover. How to actually run the ads for your clients and how to get clients for your media buying business. So I wanted to cover that in this video. However, it's going to be way too long. So I'm going to be creating another video on how to get clients to your media buying agency and how to run ads on the various platforms. If you'd like to learn and have access to me personally, feel free to join the school community in the link below. You can ask me any questions. We can hop onto a call. I'm giving you exclusive access to me for the first people joining the school link. Thank you for watching and see you next time.